Imagine the roar of engines echoing through the streets, the flash of chrome catching the Caribbean sun, and the crowd buzzing with excitement. That's the energy we're about to bring at Bikefest 2025. Good afternoon once again, and I pause to recognize the presence of Ms. Lisa Valmore, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Aline Maxime, the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Ms. Ayodele Andrew, Festival and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Denzel Augustin, founder of 767 Bike Life, Mr. Timayas Garaway, President of Nature Island Riders, Mr. Leslie Seja, Public Relations Officer of Nature Island Riders, Mr. Tony John Baptist, Station Officer at the Dominica Fire and Ambulance Services, bikers representing the various biking groups, members of the media, viewers tuning live via GIS, DBS, DNO, MO News, Ministry of Tourism, and Dominica Festival's Facebook page. Other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today we officially shift gears as we launch into the second edition of a movement that has already captured the heart of Dominica and bikers across the region. I'm about to tell you about, or rather, we're talking about Dominica's Bike Festival, and we're revving up for July 25th, 26th, and 27th. Over the next few minutes, you'll hear more of what is in store, from the Iron Man Drag Day to the Willing and Wiling exhibition, community runs, showcases, and more. This festival is not just about horsepower, it's about culture, community, commerce, and connection. And it's about the people who ride, the people who cheer them on. So, buckle up, because the countdown is on for an unforgettable weekend, and it begins right now with none but Mr. Leslie Seja, who will present the details of Bikefest.
Pleasant good afternoon to all. Greetings and blessings, like I like to say. Seeing that protocol has already been established, we're going to move right on to things. Like you all are aware, we are launching now our bike festival, and it seems like we like to do it twice, but we're going to do it 3 times. So it's 3 days of vibes, like Monel rightly said. 3 days of energy, 3 days of excitement. And it's actually gonna be starting on July 25th, 2025. So this year, it's a Friday, we're gonna start things up. It's day 1. And on day 1, we're gonna be right here at the Kingsfield Airport. We are expected to start at 10 a.m. And at 10 a.m., we're gonna have a meet-up. And when we meet up, we're gonna be, introducing the different events, giving a little briefing, and so on and so forth, and that will take us up till about 12. Then we do a little break, and then at 1 p.m. we have the continuation of the drag. So we're going to be setting up to have a drag race on day 1, and that's going to be from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Okay, from 5 p.m. we're going to have a stunt showcase, a warm-up, that's just to get the vibe for the next day. So just a little stunt showcase, and that will last from 5 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. Then we move from 8 p.m. where we leave this area, and then we head now to Banana Tree, where we're gonna have a meet and greet, and that's at 8 p.m. That's in town. Banana Tree, formerly known as Garage. Okay? Day 2, we come back here at the Kingsfield Airport, where it's gonna be wheeling, whiling, bike exhibition. And of course, we're going to stress, I know it's sounding dangerous, wheeling, whiling, but safety is of always importance. And we admonishing persons to wear their safety gear. And if you know you cannot stunt, do come on the track, because it's serious out there. It's serious. Now at 2 o'clock, we're going to have the obstacle course. For those of you all who were here last Bike Fest, we had a beautiful display, the obstacle course. We're going to be having that again, and that's going to start at 2 p.m. So we're going to try to stay on schedule and keep it, strict on the schedule. At 3 p.m., we're going to have the balance competition. So again, we're going to be out on the track. At 4 p.m., we're going to have the Iron Man drag. The Iron Man drag was actually named after the great late Pat, and we have his picture right there on his bike right here. So it was named after Pat, and we're gonna be taking it on the track. Who could beat? Who gonna take it? If it's Dominica, if it's Miami, if it's St. Martin, we'll see who's gonna take it. But I know for sure we have a man from Dominica who have never lost a race, and he's gonna be representing Dominica strong. You know, big up on that. From 5 o'clock, we're gonna have the best freestyle wheelie in. And then at 6 p.m., we're gonna have our main act. So we have a few foreigners. We have some of the best in the world who's gonna be coming to Dominica, the nature island. And at 6 o'clock, we're gonna be showcasing them. That's happening on the Saturday. At 7 p.m., we're gonna have the entertainment happening now, where we're gonna have crowd interactions. We're gonna have the judging and stuff like that, prize distributions and stuff like that. Gonna be happening from 6 p.m. from 7 p.m. sorry, until. Then we're gonna break and go for day 3. Day 3 is where we're gonna take it to the streets. We're gonna be out, and we want to sound the alarm on day 3, which is the 27th of July. Not only the bikers, but pedestrians, other road users. You're gonna see more bikers than average here in Dominica, so we want to ask you all to exercise caution. And here's what's going to be happening. So we will be meeting at the Bayfront, Dame Regina Charles Boulevard at 9 a.m. Again, we're going to try to be on time, guys, so we could move out and meet all our stops on time and enjoy the moment. At 10 o'clock, we're going to be stopping at George Up Hotspot Bar. That's at Maho. So that's going to be the first stop, okay? After that, we're going to be driving through Meru. So we're gonna do a scenic drive to enjoy our black sand beach. You know, we're always trying to fit in some part of nature along our tour. So we're gonna be just driving through Meru, not stopping, just a ride through. And that's gonna be at 12 p.m. At 12:30 p.m. we're expected to be at Kulibistri at the highway right there. We're gonna stop at the bar, have an interaction here. Then we're gonna move to Biosh, where we're gonna be stopping at Family First Bar, again for interaction. And then we head to Portsmouth, okay? We will be stopping at Borough Square or the Portsmouth bus stop. After that, we will head to the NSC headquarters. That's at 1 Mile Portsmouth, where we will have entertainment, meet and greet, and so on and so forth. So like the other years, where we would have gone through the interior, we're actually keeping it a bit shorter and safer this year, utilizing only the West Coast Road as we know it. And we are heading up to Portsmouth as we know it. Remember, again, that's happening on the 27th of July. So on the 25th, we are here at the Kinfield Airport. At the 26th, we are here at the Kinfield Airport. Of course, we want to commend the government of Dominica, of course, for putting us in a controlled environment to reduce accidents and so on and so forth. And then on the 27th of July, we're going to be out on the road. We are asking everyone to exercise caution. Of course, we're going to have a safety tips, sorry. I see the fire ambulance here, of course. They will be giving their brief remarks on that. But again, we want to emphasize again on safety, helmets, utilizing the proper helmet for the proper bike, gloves, pants, shoes. Open your eyes, open your ears, use your senses, ride within your limit. If you never practice stunt, don't go and stunt. Like we say in Dominica, don't do that. Take it easy. I think that's all. Monel, if you have any more questions for me, I would be happy to answer.
But just quickly, you didn't tell us the prices for every event. On Friday, we're here on the 27th. What are the ticket costs for that?
Well, on Friday, which is the first day, the tickets cost will be $20 for the adults, very reasonable, and for the children it will be $10. On Saturday, which is the bigger day where we have all of course, our international stars going to be out there, it's going to be $40 for the adults, and of course for the children it's going to be $20. Okay? Children all under 5, that's it, man. We got all you. Come and enjoy it, a bouncing castle, it have different vibes. Feel the thrill, yeah.
And then you mentioned international stars, so which artists, or rather, which bikers from which parts of the world are coming to Dominica for Bikefest this year?
Oh, we're gonna start things off like that. We have a star, international star, movie star by the name of Chino Braxton from Baltimore. Okay, he starred in a movie City of Charms, so he's an international star. He's also known as, or we can say it now, he was the youngest and the baddest in bike life at his time. He was one of the first persons to start the whole movement. And for some persons who follow rap or music, if you know of Mick Mills, he was actually mentored by Mick Mills at the age of 12. He started touring the world, riding bikes and that sort of thing. So he was one of the first persons to jumpstart the bike life movement globally.
And who else?
Well, we have from Jamaica, a man by the name of Hans Head. I know, right? Hans Head. But when Hans Head come on the track, you can see why they call him Hans Head. Okay? We have also from Barbados, No Face, No Case. We have the man Sergi King. Not calling out everybody, but just giving you all a little taste, you understand, of who's going to be here. We have our Matnik crew. We have Tijo. Okay? We have Simsima also from Matnik. We have also our St. Lucian bikers who's going to be here as well. You know, we have out of Miami, we have Miami Skis. We also have Florida Mid. We have Zaza, we have 357 Mac, we have Salty, we have Andre, and the Drift Riders out of Guadeloupe. I mean, it's gonna be lit.
And a voice from Dominica, who's coming? Who's representing for Dominica?
After all, we have the Godfather himself, Bao. For anyone who know Bao, we have the Godfather Bao representing. We have Little Bao. That is the one he brought up. Bao is no stranger. Little Bao, sorry, is no stranger to Showtime and bike life in Dominica. He was born in that, if you check the records. Okay, we have Troll representing Max Life. Troll is the T-Max Dan, Max Life. We have Phil, the MT Heater. But let me just clarify it. MT is a bike, it's called Master of Talk. And heater means he's just wheeling the bike. So we just clearly, I don't really feel it.
Well, thank you so much.
And we have Dreshon as well from Dominica. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
I almost forget our dear friends on the next side. We have Chappie, St. Lucian crew. Big up the St. Lucian crew. We have the St. Lucian crew coming down. Chappie and the old Hot Plugs crew going to be here as well. So it's going to be lit. It's going to be vibe. While all you there, don't forget, check out the hot springs, check out the waterfalls, check out our beaches, check out the vibes, eat a food, you know.
Yeah.
Feel Dominica.
Yeah. That's it. All right, Leslie, ladies and gentlemen, Leslie is the PRO. Thank you very much.
767.
Nature Island 767. And of course, helmet on, ride on. Safety is a must. Lovely. All right, so we're getting set for more information. We're talking safety. And for that, I invite to the podium Miss Kaya Coffey. Kaya is the secretary of the Nature Island Riders, and she's going to present on safety and the importance of the bikers and us pedestrians and attendees being safe at this event. Please put your hands together and let's welcome her to the podium.
Good afternoon to all. Ms. Lisa Valmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism. Mr. Aline Maxime, Assistant Commissioner of Police. Ayodele Andrew, Festivals and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority. Mr. Denzel Augustine, Founder of 767 Bike Life. Mr. Timaeus Garaway, President of Nature Island Riders, and everybody else present here. As a past president of Nature Island Riders and now holding the position of secretary and a passionate biker myself since I was 15 years, I must tell you that safety starts with you and it ends with you. Bikers should ensure that their bikes is road ready. All parts are working perfectly and your license and insurance are current. When on the road, you and your bike becomes one. So you should know your bike and how to handle your bike. Dress for safety. Safety gears are very important. Riders, please wear proper footwear and clothes. I'm not saying that you suit up like you're on a racetrack. But you wear proper clothes like leather and sturdy protective clothing. You could wear boots, you could wear your gloves. Helmets, helmets, helmets. Just like seat belts, a helmet is the most important piece of safety gear that a rider must have. Ensure that you have a qualified, certified helmet that fits you right. Riders, please wear your helmets at all times, and do not forget that your pinion rider should also wear their helmets. As a biker myself, the best advice I would give any other biker is to ride like everyone is trying to run you over. You have to ride very defensively for yourself and all others. Vehicles and pedestrians out there, look out for bikers. Slow down at intersection, my bikers. Even though you have the right of way, you never know what's coming. Don't drink and ride. Alcohol affects our balance, which is very critical when riding. Therefore, I advise that you refrain from consuming alcoholic drinks when riding. Obey the traffic signs, the speed limits, and the lane markings. Ride with the flow of traffic and leave plenty room between your bike and other vehicles. And always check behind you and signal before you change lane or overtake. Be mindful of collision traps and escape paths. People driving cars, don't forget to look out for our motorcyclists. Ride within your skill limits. Don't, as Leslie just said, if you know you're not a stunt man, don't try to do stunts. And remember to stay focused on the road, be aware of your surroundings, and to ride defensively. Know and follow the rules of the road, and ride as if you are invincible. Don't ride when you are tired or under the influence of alcohol. 2025 Dominica Bike Festival, ride the vibe, feel the thrill. Safety is and always a must. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Coffee, clear guidance for all bikers and road users and attendees of the event. So we're setting up for a wonderful bike fest, but remember, safety, of course, is critical, and because they want to ensure that your safety is guaranteed and theirs as well, we have the fire and ambulance who will be there on standby throughout the entire weekend to guarantee safety. Presenting this afternoon, I invite to the podium Mr. Tony John Baptist. He is the station officer at the Dominica Fire and Ambulance Services in Roseau.
Good afternoon, everybody. Ms. Lisa Valmont, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism. Mr. Alan Maxime, Assistant Commissioner of Police. Ayodele Andrew, Festivals and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority. Mr. Denzel Augustine, Founder 767 Bike Life. Mr. Timias Garaway, President, Nature Island Riders. PRO, Mr. Seja, good job. The media, well wishes. In preparation for the upcoming Bike Fest scheduled to be held on the 25th and 26th of July 2025 at the Kingsville Airport, I wish to formally outline the duties and function of the Dominica Fire and Ambulance Services at this grand event. As mandated, the fire services hold the responsibility of ensuring that all mass gatherings are conducted within a safe and secure environment. The safety of the patrons and event personnel remains a top priority and is vital to the overall success and reputation of this year's event. In line with our mandate, the fire service will conduct comprehensive fire safety inspection of the event venue to ensure all required safety measures and emergency protocols are in place. Fire service will provide technical guidance on crowd safety management with emphasis on risk mitigation and hazard prevention strategies. The brigade crew on site will maintain full emergency response and readiness with headquarters, designated also as part of the primary response crew for any hazard, health emergencies, accidents or fire-related incidents in and around the vicinity of the event. We will also have the support of another station, which is that of the St. Joseph Fire Station. We will ensure that staff presence are felt during both days at the event, which I believe will assist to support rapid response in the event of any emergency which may arise. Internal briefing sessions will also be conducted with all assigned officers prior to the event to review operational protocols, clarify roles and responsibilities, and reinforce coordination mechanism to ensure professional and effective response. Through our presence and intervention, we will continue to encourage organizers to adhere to the established safety protocols, ensuring that all patrons celebrate responsibly and remain mindful of safety at every stage of the event. This includes our ongoing recommendation to promote the use of designated drivers, riders, and wearing of protective clothing to and from the event. The Dominica Fire and Ambulance Services remains committed to supporting the success of yet another Bikefest and ensuring the well-being of everyone present. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Baptist, and thank you to the Dominica Fire and Ambulance Services for their continued support. Up next, we hear from the Dominica Police Force. I invite to the podium the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Alain Maxime.
Protocol is already established. Good afternoon to everyone here and to those listening to us via the various forms of media. Let me first place on record that the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force will support any activity organized in compliance with the laws of our island and is geared towards improving our tourism product and generating income on our island. Hence, our reason for supporting this, your Bikefest. The police emphasizes the importance of safety at Dominica Bike Festival, strictly enforcing the motto, helmets on, ride on, safety is a must. We are working to promote safe riding, and I must say this afternoon that we have observed a lackadaisical attitude in the use of helmets, and that we do not subscribe to. Our officers, in addition to educating motorcyclists on the need for the use of helmets, also are obligated to enforce the law on the use of helmets. We all must encourage all positive behaviors in enhancing safe riding. It would be remiss of me not to remind you of a few of the pertinent offenses under the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 4650 of Dominica Revised Laws of 2017. Section 70 creates the offense of the restrictions of persons on a motorcycle. Section 71 creates the offense of reckless and dangerous driving or cycling. Section 73, cycling when under the influence of drink or drugs. Section 78, wearing of protective headgear. Each offense, I must add, carries on conviction a penalty of fine and confine. The police is collaborating with and is seeking the assistance of all responsible motorcyclists to help clamp down and encourage against irresponsible stunts and reckless behavior on public roads, and I stress public roads. We ask that for the duration of the activities, bikers and patrons adhere to the guidelines agreed to by the committee. Heed, I beg your pardon, to instructions which may be given by the security marshals which will be at the event and the police during the entirety of this activity. This bike festival is quickly becoming a tourism product for the island. However, we are prioritizing safety for bikers, patrons, and other drivers and citizens of this, our country. In summary, the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force is focused on promoting safe riding practices, enforcing helmet use, and working with organizers and participants to ensure that Dominica Bike Festival is a safe and enjoyable event for all. As we go forward, I urge all cyclists to first have respect for yourself, have respect for your fellow citizens, have respect for the police, have respect for the law, and I guarantee you we will have absolutely no problems in marketing Dominica as a place to be for fun and frolic. I wish you, the organizers of the event, the best. I wish you a safe and incident-free event. May God continue to be with us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Maxime, for that presentation, and we thank the Dominica Police Force for their continued support for all initiatives of Discover Dominica Authority and of this bike festival. Thank you very much. Up next, let's talk VIP experience for Bikefest 2025. Something spectacular is going to be happening this weekend, and for that I invite to the podium Timaeus Garwe and Denzel to the podium so they can speak on that.
Good afternoon.
Yes, hello,
Wanna
special
know?
good afternoon to everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna give a bit of an insight to the events. As our PRO already mentioned and our Secretary on Safety, we are just here to discuss a little further into the event, a few details that are very important for Dominica Bike Festival 2025. First of all, this year, Dominica Bike Festival 2025, we have a VIP section which is hosted by Whitchurch. All information that you guys may need on the VIP, the costing, purchase of tickets will be upstairs of HHV Whitchurch in Roseau. As you all know, you all could reach out to us on the 767 Bike Life page for any further information. You all could reach out to Whitchurch for any information on the VIP section. When it comes to costings, times, we know for a fact that Saturday we are beginning at 12 and the VIP will be open from 12 up until 11. On the Friday, it will be open as well from morning to afternoon. We have 2 days at the Canefield Airport, and the VIP will be accessible for the 2 days on the Canefield Airport. Apart from that, when it comes to safety, last year we initiated something, but a lot of people were not aware. We have road marshals, which will be using these vests. So this is for all the bikers, pedestrians, spectators. Please recognize it, respect it. We want this bike festival to be a success. We are, as the officer said, we are working very closely with the police, very closely with security to ensure that safety is a must. Apart from that, as our PRO said, Friday is a very chill day. I shall reiterate. Adults will be $20, children will be $10 for Friday. Vending will be all day, VIP would be all day. It is an event for the Friday as well as the Saturday. Saturday would be 40 EC, and children would be 20 EC. Apart from that, we have prizes to be won. So all the bikers out there who know for sure that you are stunters, who know for sure you have skills to put them up there, we have a registration booth at the Canefield Airport where you register to be on the airstrip. It's no longer riding inside freely, especially for the bikers who are taking part. You now have to register for everything that you are taking part in. Every section has a registration. It's not just register and take part in everything. Every section has a small registration fee of only $25, and there are prizes to be won. Just like drags this year, there will be times, there will be qualifications, and there will be a final. And once again, prizes to be won. This year we named the drags after our late friend, Mr. Pat Henry. Rest in peace. So his nickname used to be Iron Man. So we named the Friday Iron Man Drags Day, as that was his favorite event, drags. You know, he bought bikes just for drags. So in honor of Mr. Pat Henry, we named Friday after him, Iron Man Drags. Saturday, as we know, Wheeling and Wilding, that name came to us from Denzel Augustine himself with his vision and his goal towards this event. And then Sunday is the tour. Now the road marshals and the police officers will be working together on the tour. Guys, please take this very serious, or else you will be cautioned. The officers will ask you to leave the tour if you do not obey protocol, if you do not have your helmet, if you do not follow the tour accordingly. No excessive stunting on the tour while we are riding. Please, helmets is a must. Also, on the Monday, there will be a cool down at the REM, which Mr. Leslie forgot to mention, but there will be a cool down at the REM on the Monday, the 28th, from 3 o'clock. All right? Yeah.
Okay. We want to just give a special thanks to the sponsors and the people that helped us make it happen. Sponsors like Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, Auto Trade, Dominica Festivals Committee, Josephine Gabriel, Max Dac Motorsports, King Ocean Services, Logistic Solutions, NSE, Harden Songs, Banana Tree, Bar and Grill, We Church, Speedy Recovery, Print Express, Picat, Automotive Alliance, Luxurious Loose. We also have special recognitions to give to the Dominica Police Force, Dominica Fire and Ambulance Service, Ministry of Tourism, DASPA, and Customs Division. So we have a special thanks for you guys for helping us, and we're going to make this thing a great reality this year. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Denzel and Timmy, for that presentation. And they're the ones who are running this event with their friends and their families. So please, a round of applause for the organizers of this event. Two young men doing something positive for Dominica. We have to encourage it and support it. It's great for Dominica as a tourism product, and us at Discover Dominica Authority, Ministry of Tourism, we support that. And of course, we thank our stakeholders, the Dominica Police Force, and of course the fire and ambulance services for their support as well. And in keeping with safety, helmet on, we're riding on. One more stop to go before we wrap things up and head to the tarmac for a display. And I can see the rain is trying to stop it, but bikers ride in the rain, so maybe we can still get the display. Let's see. But until then, Ayodele Andrew is going to present. She is the Festival and Events Manager at Discover Dominica Authority.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ms. Lisa Valmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism. Mr. Alan Maxime, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Denzel Augustine, founder of 767 Bike Life, Mr. Timius Garraway, President of Nature Island Riders, Mr. Leslie Sejean, Public Relations Officer for Nature Island Riders, bikers who are represented here, the media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, those joining us online. Good afternoon again. As a former rider in my youth, back in the day, still I remain now as a spectator, but as an event planner, I've had the pleasure of organizing bike racing and car racing, so I found other ways to be involved. And I'm really thrilled that, to have the opportunity to see that Dominica is hosting this bike festival. And I have seen how events such as this Dominica Bike Festival, it provides more than entertainment. It energizes economies, it empowers entrepreneurs, and brings community together. This festival is about the thrill of the ride and the movement it creates off the track. We expect to see hundreds of visitors, not only the bikers, but their fans, enthusiasts, adrenaline junkies like myself from across Dominica, the region, and the world coming in for this bike festival in Dominica. This means that our guest houses will be filled, our hotels, restaurants will be busy, our vendors will have increase in sales, our taxis will be booked, and service providers from various sectors will all be engaged. Every dollar spent next weekend will help keep doors open, dreams alive, and wheels turning for Dominican families and entrepreneurs. Beyond the economic benefits, there's something even more powerful: community pride. And with that pride comes responsibility. So to our bikers, our motorists as well. Safety, as emphasized from the beginning of this press conference, safety is number one. Ride hard, but ride safe. Helmets, jackets, gloves, boots. Do not take the risk. And you heard Kaya explain the options that you have and how important it is to maintain safety. Protective gear is not an option, it is essential. We want every rider to make great memories, not mistakes. And to all the festival goers, let's respect the safety guidelines. Follow the signs, listen to the marshals, listen to the police, and help us create an atmosphere where everyone feels secure. This is a family event, and let's keep it that way. I pause here to really give recognition to two persons whose dedication has driven this festival, Denzel and Timius. I see Timius, Denzel is waiting to do that display on the bike. Your tireless work, your vision, and your passion for this event is what make it the reality that it is today. On behalf of the Dominica Festivals team and Discover Dominica Authority, we thank you for engaging with us to put on this spectacular event in Dominica. Last year, I watched a young boy at the exhibition, wide-eyed and pointing excitedly at every bike that rode by. This is the kind of inspiration we're fueling, and that's why I'm inviting every Dominican. Bring your family, bring your children, your friends. Let's make it a day that we show the international community how we support our initiatives in the country. Be part, even if you're a rider or just a fan, a spectator, come to the event. This is a weekend for all of us, July 25th to the 27th, and then Timius mentioned the cool down at the Realm on the 28th. As the engines rev up and the island comes alive. Let's also start counting down to the 25th anniversary of the World Creole Music Festival in October from the 24th to the 26th. And we know we have it's a 2-week of cultural vibrancy and excitement in Dominica. So we invite you to come, not just for the festival weekend, come early and leave later and experience what Dominica has to offer. From Vibes Cartel and Spice to Cassav, Ace Banton, Triple K, Steel Pulse. We've got legends, icons, and energy that will light up the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Get your tickets at dominicafestivals.com or outlets in Roseau for those on island. So for this Dominica Bike Festival, let's ride safely into next weekend, and with respect and pride and with purpose. Let the bikes roll raw and let Dominica shine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Andrew. And by the way, we have over 500 bikes participating in this year's Bike Fest. So that's 300 plus foreign bikes together with our local bikers. So imagine the amount of bikes and people we're going to have in Dominica over next weekend. It is going to be phenomenal and you do not want to miss it, okay? So the place to be next weekend, we're going to be here at the Canefield Airport. We start on Friday from 10 a.m. That is Friday the 25th. We start at 10 a.m. right here at the Canefield Airport. Return on Saturday, 10 a.m. as well. And on Friday, at 12 a.m. on Saturday. And on Sunday, you got to witness the spectacular event. So stand along the West Coast, wave at the bikers, take your photos, meet them at the different stops, and be part of the thrill, because this festival is for all of us. So it's time to wrap things up. So at this juncture, we get set to move across to the tarmac. Remember, if you want more information about Dominica Bike Festivals, you head over to 767 Bike Life on Facebook and Instagram. Again, that's 767 Bike Life, Facebook and Instagram, if you're looking for details about the event. And also follow Dominica Festivals on Facebook and Instagram for more information. And remember, while you're here in Dominica, take pictures, take photos, post online, share your stories of Dominica's Bike Festival to attract more people next year, and so we can follow your journey. So now we're going to make our way to the tarmac for the display. It's been wonderful with you. Let's go across.
Yes, so that was the end of the formal aspect of today's launch for the 2025 Bike Festival. At this point, we proceed onto the tarmac for a special display or showcase. As mentioned throughout the broadcast, safety is a must. Safety first. Safety is paramount, and that could not be emphasized enough. Dominica is set to host the second leg of the Bike Festival organized by Nature Island Riders Life in collaboration with the Discover Dominica Authority.
So I'm here again. We feel the empty heater is out of empty. Yes. Empty max. Say Max Live D. The T Max. But to warm up, that's how we're gonna be doing it. 7 I'll post back. That's it. That's how we do it. Sail with it. Sail with it. And the heater is outside for real. Government up, up, on the way. That's how we do it. So easy. Heater make it look gosh. Slide, hotting up the tires. Heat. Slide 767. Warm it up, warm it up. We have it. My South City crew coming.
Just video. You should really check like body going on.
Okay. Out. So up, up. Ah. Yeah, we like out of South City Grand. Wake it up, wake it up. Em- Yeah. That's how we're doing it. Just a little preview from this on the 25th and the 26th right here at the and making it look like nothing on it. All the way back.
Time also, Gary.
Come on. Be live. And that's how we're going to be doing it. Easy like that. Don't forget. July 25th and the 26th. The place pick it. You know? We got people from all over coming in. From Baltimore, Miami, Jamaica, St. Martin, St. Lucia, Martinique, Guadeloupe. Come on. We're going to be outside for real. Up, up, on the road. That's how we're doing it. Come on now, you don't see balance. Balance. That is it. That is it. All the way back, which copy it? Who touching it? Yeah. Remember again, if you never practice, don't come on the track, you know? Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, also, we have registration. Oh, true, brother. What? We're gonna do one more before the rain come down heavier than it is already. We're gonna do it one more time. Let's go, fellas. Are we coming on, man? Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Up on the way. That's it. Dominica Bikefest. That's what it is. 2025. Check on your host with. We're gonna be outside for real. Yeah. Just want to shout out our sponsors. Without you all, this year wouldn't be possible. So shout out to. Don't forget, if you're out here and you would like to register, if you want to take part in any activity with this year's Bike Fest, you are asked to register. Of course, a small registration fee of $25. Let not your heart be troubled. No ball on the price, like we like to say locally. Still come through. Still come through. We will take care of things. But that's how we do it. And in short, we can bike my future and riding together and the Dominica, all the future, school of history. That's the goal here. All share.